Good morning, everybody, let me have your attention. Right after your teacher takes the attendance, then dust your ears and give us your patience while we give you all the info coming from our new station. I know it's morning time, but people you can react to is cooking in AHS while we tell you these facts. You need a helping hand, it's not so typical to have those. Let's just send this to the anchors in the studio.
Good morning, Auburn High School. It's Wednesday, April 29th, a Blue Day. I'm Jory Johnson, filling in for Taylor.
And I'm Logan Tyndall, and you're watching AHS Today. Now let's go to Kelsey with today's weather.
Good morning, Auburn High School. I'm Kelsey, here with your weather. Today, we have a high of 61, a low of 47, and a 90% chance of rain. Tomorrow, we'll have a high of 72, a low of 47, and a 10% chance of rain. Back to you in the studio.
In today's news, the college decision and scholarship verification form is due to Mr. Tyndall in Office 9118 today. This information is required for all graduating seniors, regardless of their participation in the Senior Honorary and Awards Ceremony. Final transcripts will be withheld until this paperwork is received.
Now let's go see what's for lunch with Hannah Ray and Michaela.
Happening tomorrow, the Senior Honorary Awards Ceremony will be tomorrow at 6:30 in the auditorium.
This sheet is accepting submission for its last issue of the year on the theme of nature. Submit your poems and especially your drawings of spring and nature to room 802 by Thursday.
Now let's go to Ansley and Caroline to see how graphic design is not so typical.
I'm Caroline. And I'm Ansley. And this week on Not So Typical, we're editing into graphic design.
Have you ever wondered how to make film posters like you see at the movie theater?
Let's go see how Mr. Cox teaches his students in graphic design.
In a relaxed and inviting classroom environment, Mr. Cox's graphic design class designs and edits advertisements along with making other creative projects.
What graphic design is mass-produced art, and so you use a pencil to draw, you use a paintbrush to paint. We use computers to make mass-producible art that you can put in magazines or billboards or business cards and things like that.
Basically in graphic design what we do is we have 2 weeks to work on a project, and 1 week we'll usually do a freestyle, and then another week we'll have a topic such as making an advertisement or editing someone's face to make it look like an animal or just something really interesting like that. So we have a really good time and we get to express our creativity and uniqueness.
To the class because I thought it would be kind of fun and like you can learn new stuff like how to make posters and everything, edit all kind of things. So my favorite thing about the class is learning from Mr. Cox because he makes the whole class a whole lot fun. I mean, it's a whole lot better with him teaching it than it probably would be with anybody else.
In graphic design, the grading scale is different than it would be in other classes. There are 3 categories. You can get top design, honorable mentions, or worst of the week. And it's fun to work towards that and at the end of the week after you turn in your project to see what category you've got. I'm very into photography and graphic design plays a big role in that as well. Help you edit your pictures and stuff. So it's really helping me for the future.
What's going to change in the future? The title is the primary thing that's changing. It won't be called graphic design or graphic arts. It'll be called Intro into Advertising Design, and it'll be under the Career Tech umbrella. So we just won't be an art class technically anymore. And then as far as content, there'll be a little more of a slant on just practicality. Like we won't just make pretty pictures for the sake of making pretty pictures. We'll specifically be trying to advertise for various things.
If you're interested in taking graphic design next year, please contact Mr. Cox or the counselors for more information.
Back to you in the studio.
Coming up this week, for AHS FBLA members and business management and administration students, if you're interested in earning community service hours for the National FBLA Community Service Award, please contact Ms. Marshall in room 108 or amarshall@auburnschools.org to sign up to help March of Dimes, the Bada Get a Barbecue, or Miracle League.
All seniors receive 2 free final transcripts. Seniors who are still attending classes will receive a form and their final Tiger Connect. All December completers may pick up the final transcript request form from Mrs. Knight in the counseling suite. Please complete the form and return it to Ms. Knight in the counseling suite.
Do Something Club is going to be collecting money to help provide relief for children and families hit by the earthquake in Nepal. The 7.8 magnitude earthquake claimed more than 2,000 lives and bodies are still being found. More than 5,000 people have been injured and hundreds of homes and buildings have been destroyed. All of the money will be donated to UNICEF. They will run this campaign from now until May 15th. There is a donation box in the front office, library, and counseling room.
Now let's go to join Leanne with this week's Helping Hands.
This week on Helping Hands, we're going to be talking about summer service projects.
Let's go talk to some students to see what they're doing.
In the summer, I go to this thing called M25. It's a mission camp in Atlanta.
On a typical day, I go to Monarch Estates and volunteer and play beanbag baseball.
I've been participating in Miracle League and I plan to keep doing it this summer, and what we do is we get to go and be a buddy for one of the players and help them run the bases and cheer them on and encourage them, and it's a lot of fun.
We'll see you next week with Helping Hands.
Thanks for tuning in. That's AHS Today. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and observe a moment of silence.